Yes, guys, another month of Ramadan, we're participating, so alhamdulillah for that. But in an Asian household, do you notice something? If you're from an Asian household, do you notice something? Yeah, if you clued on and if you got it, it's quiet. It is quiet. It is quiet in this hectic household. No one is saying anything. Like, listen, just a random car. But before I talk about Asian hectic families, let me give you a quick recap of what Ramadan is.
Ramadan is the 9th month of the Muslim lunar calendar. It's one of the most sacred months of the year. It's the month where the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, there are many ways of saying Ramadan. Some people say Ramadan. Other people say Ramadan. Other people say Ramzan. Other people say Ramadan. And then you got my favorite.
My mom said I got yoga.
Oh, have you really got one?
Yeah.
He's lying.
No, my mom made.
No, you're lying, aren't you? Yeah, he's lying. He's lying. Here, another drink. Thank you. Have you got a rosal?
Yeah.
Take it, man.
For a month we fast from the break of dawn till sunset. No food, no water, and still continue to go about our day-to-day lives. And and oh yeah, no intimacy during fasting. But I don't need to worry about that. After we break our fast, the men go to the mosque to pray Tarawih and spend a portion of the night in the mosque. However, some brothers get unfortunately stuck under uncle's stove, never to be seen ever again. After the night is over, some people sleep, some people stay awake for sahri, the time where we eat to allow us to continue the next day. Some people call it sahri, some people call it suhoor, but there's a special group of people who say the infamous word photobala. Definitely not me. After a month, we celebrate our holiday Eid by firstly going on WhatsApp and forwarding all the Eid Mubarak gifts and pics to all our uncles and aunts. Then, by going to the mosque and praying. Finally, spending time with family, eating samosas. Don't tell Eddie. But this is for the guys. If you know, you know. But you cannot forget the infamous post-prayer nap. If you know, you know. And I'm telling you, it's a must. Most people usually celebrate on the same day. But Pakistanis usually celebrate a day after because they use a different moon compared to everyone else. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want extra days off work, you know what to do. Marry a Pakistani.
Hectic Asian families. Let's talk about it. I remember I was watching, we watched them productive gurus and whatnot. And he was just like, giving tips and stuff. I was like, no, let me listen to this, Donnie, So he's like, step one, what you need to do is change the light bulbs and buy LED light bulbs that change color. I was just like, step two, you need to write on your door with a big poster saying, do not disturb, do not enter. I was like, all right, where's this going? Step three, change the light bulb settings to red and green for indicating when you're working or when you're free. I was like, bruv, okay, this guy's lost the plot. This guy is definitely, or has not definitely been an Asian household. We're talking about Bengali household as well. Red and green, that's literally the flag. They're going to get excited when they see that. Like, do you think a stupid poster saying, do not disturb, is going to stop my family, my parents, my dad, my sister from barging into my room, my mum from barging into my room? Are you dumb? You don't think, they don't even look, I don't even have a freaking lock in my room. Look, they took it off. They took my lock off. I used to have a lock. They took it off. That's how much they just barged into my room. And the worst time is when you're on when you're doing your university thing, yeah, you're on MS Teams, yeah, and you're on a lecture, and the lecture's like, students, please put your thingies on, your webcams on, so you have to do it. And then it's just an awkward silence when one of the lecturers give a question, and so you have to speak. Like, yes, it's got to a point where you have to speak. So you speak. As the moment I'm about to speak, it just turns into World War III. It goes, everything just goes off. Literally, all I hear is my parents just going at each other. I'm like, well, I don't even know what they're saying. They're talking in 2 times speed. So I'm like, I don't know what they're saying. I could just hear it in the other room. My sister's just going, I don't know what the hell they're doing, just playing TikToks all day, because that's what they do. My sister started messaging me out of nowhere, like, oh, Baya, can you buy food? I'm hungry. I'm like, shut up, man. And then they come into my room. They literally come into my room and then get the spray. They come into my room like, your room stinks. I'm like, bro, I'm in lecture right now. They're like, and they start spraying my room. I'm like, okay, now you're embarrassing me. My dad comes in here. I don't understand. Actually, you know what? I'll talk about this another time. It's just hectic and just chaos for no reason. But one of the things I love about Ramadan is it's quiet. Everyone has no energy. Everyone is maybe tired. I don't know if they're tired, but they're definitely hungry. If they're hungry, that means they're not saying anything. And if my sisters can't message me, oh, can you buy food? Why? Because like, you're fasting. I'm not buying you food. So that's one good thing. Secondly, my dad, he's like, yeah, whatever, I don't really care. Don't interrupt me, don't annoy me. I'm out here just doing my thing. So that's good. What else? Also, one thing I love about Ramadan, yeah, it's like, oh my days. It's the one you did wudu, yeah, and you're about to leave, did everything, and you're like you came out of shower, you're dripping, and everything's dripping, yeah. You just have that feeling, and you got the Beyblade song going in your head, like, and you're just like, oh no, I'm about to let it rip. And then as soon as you step out of the room or step out the bathroom, it goes, just let it rip out. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have to do it again. But because you're not eating during Ramadan, the likelihood of you farting is like almost zero. But your wudu stays for a long time, and I can't lie, I love that about Ramadan. Because like, can't lie, sometimes you're doing something, yeah, you're just like, oh, I can't be asked to get out. But because you're not eating, you know what, you don't need to do a big fart. And it's all quiet. Then it gets to like an hour, half an hour before you break your fast, and that's when everything starts turning up again. And then, but it's all right, you know what, you can deal with it. But I can't lie, you know what, when it comes to iftar time, I get so much smack for no reason. You know what, let me just show you guys what happens to me during iftar time, like almost every single day. Mrs. Bad Boy's ma, food ready?
Yes, it's on the table.
Hey, Bada, what's the time? Baba, you have a wash on though. Two! What's the time for iftar? Yo, the time is now actually. Alhamdulillah. Now we wait for the azan.
A few moments later.
The mess up forgot to say the azan. Too busy eating. Bedisha. Everyone eat! Eat! We can hear you, Baba. You're right here. Alright, sis, man. What have you been doing today? Tell me.
So I have been studying.
Hey, shut up! No talking! But Baba, why can't we not talk? This is the first time the family's been together in so many hours. Hey, Goru! I said so, that's why. Might is not. What? What type of response is that?
You see that TikTok I sent?
But what about them? They're sending TikToks and laughing.
Cause I said so.
Why me? For what have I done? What about them?
They're girls. Now shut up and eat.
Now you got in trouble again. Big fight boy.
You don't understand how many times I've tried to do this outro and I keep failing. But all jokes aside, guys, obviously Ramadan is way more than that, what I've said previously. But, you know, it is a pillar of faith, so we have to do it. And if you're excused, you're excused. But it's more than just, obviously, these basic things that I said. And obviously, there are many health benefits that come with fasting and stuff. But for us Muslims, it's not about health benefits that come with it. That's like a bonus. But I'm looking at my phone because I wrote some notes just so I can say it as best as I can, articulate myself to the best of my beliefs. But even then, I'm looking at these notes and it doesn't do this month justice, but I'm going to try anyway. The people who are watching and don't understand, I can only speak for myself, but I believe that most people participating share the same sentiment as me and say this is for our souls. It makes us more grateful for every little thing, which in turn develops our empathy. It makes us more charitable, makes us more giving, which in turn develops our character. It's not torture, by the way. In my opinion, I believe that a good handful of Muslims wish that Ramadan was longer than a month. But if that was the case, then Ramadan would lose its uniqueness and its special appeal. So we really try to use this month to the best of our abilities and cherish every single moment as we may never see another Ramadan ever again. It forces us to live in the present. Some Muslims even have this hope in their heart that their death is written during this month. This is how important and special this month means to us. By feeding your souls, you get a different satiation that the typical consumption doesn't give. By giving up the day-to-day distractions such as eating and drinking, you connect with God in such a way, things such as hunger and thirst doesn't even affect you after a while. Even when you're deprived, you're still fulfilled. Fasting is a test of patience, unlocking a unique sense of gratitude. You're protected during this month of Ramadan. The devil and his marketing team are locked up. Even when you're hungry and you're thirsty, your heart is in control and it says no, not now, not yet. Another example would be like, for example, I feel like a lot of us can relate to, for example, when a girl walks by, you're not trying to look, but you know, you're going, and then it happens, you know what I mean? Like, we fail. It is what it is. We failed, you know? And then we get mad at ourselves. Like, just like your throat and your stomach have urges, so do your eyes. And unfortunately, many of us don't stop and we fail. We try and we still fail. And we get mad at ourselves. But then again, we repeat the cycle again and again. Ramadan is opportunity. 30 days in a row, your heart is in charge and your body is submitting to it. Your consciousness is at all-time high, and for 30 days, you are winning this battle. Your heart is made strong, your urges to be made weak. Ramadan essentially is boot camp, right? And in boot camp, you train in simulation with a real danger, right? For example, when firemen go into, they're not going to go into real buildings, right? they're going to go into simulations to like protect themselves so they don't actually like get hurt. So when they come into the real danger, they can actually do it without being scared. Same for policemen when they start learning how to use guns and stuff. And I think American policemen need to go back into the simulations once again because of things I've been seeing. But you get my point, right? He, as in God, is allowing us to train ourselves to become stronger, because eventually we will need to step outside and leave the camp behind, leave Ramadan behind, and face our enemy once again, i.e. the devil. So that is what I wrote for Ramadan. I try to articulate the best I can. Obviously, I'm not the best speaker, but I'm trying anyway. But I truly believe that I can say so much more about this month. And I'm going to try and do a little series, see what happens. But, I want to ask you guys questions like, well, what did you get out of this Ramadan? I know what I've got out of this Ramadan. I've and my lessons and what I've learned from it in my unique way. Question goes back to you. What have you guys learned? And what do you guys want to get out of Ramadan? I've got so much out of Ramadan. So basically, it's just like, what the... It's night time already. Yo, who are you? Where on earth did you come from? Nah, I just came out the closet, yeah, but you don't need to know who I...
Gay.
Listen, yeah? Don't make me tell your dad what you've been up to. Man, what are you talking about? What have I done now? Trust me, I know everything that you're doing. You have two choices. Either I tell your dad and I snake you, or you get yourself hurt, you get yourself injured. It's the only two options you got. That is it. Okay, now seriously, tell me, what are you talking about? Like, what are you on about now? Like I said, I know everything, and I see it all. So, you only got two choices, my friend. Either I tell, or you get yourself hurt and injured. And pick wisely. Pick wisely. Wait, man, wait! At least explain! Oh my gosh!